Peace, family. Peace and peace. Family, come on in. I want to do a part two to my live yesterday on the New Zealand terror attack in the mosque. I've been seeing and hearing some things that I feel like need to be addressed. They need to be addressed because I feel like ignorance is the order of the day right about now when people are emotionally led. A lot of ignorance comes out, and I kind of feel like when I said yesterday that supremacist ideology is a problem. Yo, let me just say hi to the people. Right, y'all, what up? Jadar Ozone, how you doing, bro? Tim Melbourne, how you doing? Zaf Mahmood, Old School McCoy, Mac Boy, sorry, um, Tony Sutton. Um, yeah, fam, I'll interact with you guys and take like questions after I kind of say what I need to say because I've been watching a few videos today, listening to some stuff, reading some stuff today, and I kind of feel like people don't get it. I kind of feel like people don't get it. And like I said yesterday, I stated that the problem here with humanity is supremacist ideology. That is the problem. It doesn't matter via what supremacist ideology you go by. What we find is supremacist ideologies normally have one outcome. So what I'm going to do for you is I am going to read the definition of supremacy. So the definition of supremacy says the state or condition of being superior to all others in authority, power, or status. So when you feel like you are above others in authority, power, or status, whatever that may be, what I normally find, or what we normally find as human beings, is the outcome of feeling superior to another type of person. You normally find the outcome is violence, oppression, suppression, genocide, slavery, and things of that nature. Okay. So when I said what happened this week at the mosque was a result, and you know what? Let me read, because this is what I've noticed actually. I've noticed a lot of people are not reading from this guy's manifesto. I've heard some people today attempt to link myself and Tommy Robinson to what this guy done in Australia. But what I'm going to do, because I don't deal with emotionalism and because I'm trying to deal with factual information, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from this guy's own words. You cannot link this guy to anyone. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to read what he says. Who do you represent? This is part of his manifesto. Now, a lot of the people trying to find the manifesto online now, for whatever reason, his manifesto has been taken off various sites. Okay, but I actually screenshot it, I downloaded it, and so I actually have some of his manifesto on my phone. I'm going to read what he said. He wrote, who do you represent? And this is his response. Millions of European and other ethno-nationalist people that wish to live in peace amongst their own people, living in their own lands, practicing their own traditions, and deciding the future of their own kind. Question: are you part of any political groups or movements? Answer: I am not a direct member of any organization, group, though I have donated money to nationalist groups and have interacted with many more. Question: did the groups you support, are they aligned with order to promote your attack, your specific attack? Answer: no. No group ordered my attack. I made the decision by myself, though I did contact the Reborn Knights Templar for a blessing in support of the attack, which was given. So, if anyone here wants to level any blame at anyone who supports this guy's attack, here it is. The Reborn Knights Templar for a blessing in support of the attack, which was given. His own words. His own words. Attempting to link what happened with this guy in Australia, it's New Zealand, sorry, with anyone except for the Reborn Knights Templar is a nonsense. You cannot link Donald Trump. People say Donald Trump. You can't link Donald Trump. You can't link Tommy Robinson. You can't link me. You can't link the aliens. You can't link the Illuminati. You can't link the Freemasons. You can't link anyone. You don't have any evidence. This guy's manifesto says it was the Reborn Knights Templar that gave him his blessing, though they are not the reason for his attack. They are not the reason for his attack. I'll read some more of his manifesto. So people said, oh, he was a left-wing nut job. I'll question, again in his manifesto, are you right-wing? Answer: depends on the definition. Depends on definition. Sure. Question: are you left-wing? Depends on definition. Sure. So is he right? Is he left? He said depends on the definition. He's right or left. What do you want? Is his question. We must ensure the existence of our people and the future for white children. Question: was there a particular event or reason you decided to commit this violent attack? Answer: there was a period of time of 2 years prior to the attack that dramatically changed my views. The period of time was from the beginning of April 2017 to the end of May 2017. These are his own words. He says, there is not a single Western country, not a single white nation that reaches these levels. Not in Europe or in the Americas. He's talking about the birth rate. White people are failing to reproduce, failing to create families, and failing to have children. But despite this sub-replacement fertility rate, the population in the West is increasing there and rapidly. How is this possible? He's telling you, salute to Titans TV. This guy, nothing can be linked to this guy. Callum can't be linked to this guy from Titans TV. I can't be linked. Tom Robinson can't be linked. Donald Trump can't be linked. Who else? Anyone. You can't link anyone. The guy tells you that he's from, it's the Knights, what is it? Something, the Knights Templar. Who gave him the blessing? Now, let's go back to supremacy. What happens when people have supremacist ideologies, folks? We've seen Hitler. If you've read Mein Kampf, if you want to read that, when Hitler believed that he was, we'll go back to the definition, when he believed that he was superior in others in authority, power, or status, what we saw was Hitler murder 6 million Jewish people. That's what we saw when Hitler thought he was superior and had a superior ideology. What else did we see with a superior ideology? We'll go to The Guardian. There is a Belgian king called King Leopold II. And I'm going to read what King Leopold done. King Leopold killed at least 10 million African people in the Congo. I'm going to read now. The question is, was a spade-bearded old reprobate a mass murderer, the first genocidalist of modern times, responsible for the death of more Africans than Nazis killed Jews? Was his equatorial empire the setting for Conrad's Heart of Darkness and the terrible curse which the human with the human heads dangling around his garden, the scene of a largely forgotten Holocaust? The old wounds have been reopened by the publication of a book called King Leopold's Ghost. I advise everyone to go and get that book, King Leopold's Ghost, by the American author Adam Hochschild. So when King Leopold had a supremacist ideology, he killed 10 million Africans with it. We can see what having a supremacist ideology does. We can see it. Now, I said yesterday, and I'll say again, I do not separate supremacist from supremacist. Hitler, King Leopold, Muhammad. We'll get to Muhammad. We can go to the Quran, Surah 3:110. If we would go to Surah 3:110, it states, "You are the best nation produced as an example for mankind. You enjoin what is right and forbid what is wrong, and you believe in Allah. If only the people of the scripture had believed, it would have been better for them. Amongst them are believers, but most of them are defiantly disobedient." It says, Muslims, you are the best nation. We can go to Deuteronomy 14. Okay. And what does it say? "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be his own treasure out of all the peoples on the face of this earth." When you have an ideology that makes you think that you are better than everybody else, this is going to be the result. This is going to be the result. It doesn't matter what supremacy and how you dress it up, this is going to be the result. And people need to understand that there is a deeper connection to what is going on in the world today. Old school Mac Boy says, "I'm starting to see a trend here." Yes, you are starting to see a trend. When you have people who believe that they are better than everybody else, this type of these type of things happen. These type of things happen. So the problem here with the terrorist in New Zealand who killed the people in the mosque is supremacy. He was a supremacist. He felt like, for whatever reason, and here we go. Here's the kicker now. He's in New Zealand. We're gonna speak objective facts and objective facts only. He's in New Zealand. New Zealand was inhabited by the originals, the Tasmanians, who were killed, and genocide was committed upon them because of what? More supremacy. More supremacy. So what we have here is a cycle of supremacy that has infected the globe. A cycle of supremacy that has infected the globe, and everyone thinks they're better than everyone else, and everyone thinks that they can enforce their rules, regulations on everybody else because of what? That's what we have here, people. We have supremacy 101. And I would say, if you turn the news on and you see a bunch of people being killed, I want you to ask yourself if the person that was doing the killing was a supremacist in any way, shape, or form. Because I guarantee you will find a pattern in a lot of the genocidal behaviors of people. You will find that they are supremacists. You will find it. RIP to the Christians killed in Pakistan, said atheist. Yes, because obviously I'm guessing they were killed because of supremacist ideology. I'm just guessing. Do you understand where we're going here? People keep running around the globe thinking they're superior to other people. And with that superiority, they keep thinking that they could treat, mistreat, oppress, suppress, enslave, kill, maim other people in the name of their own supremacy. Supremacy is the problem. folks. I'm just saying. And if you guys can't see the deeper picture and you're going to get emotionally triggered by what goes on and not see the bigger picture, then that's on you. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, there were about 66 Christians in Nigeria that were killed by Muslims. It wasn't filmed. It wasn't filmed. I'm sure we can go to another country, maybe Yemen, where a bunch of, I don't know, Shias were killed by Sunnis. I'm sure we can flip that and show where maybe Sunnis killed Shias. I'm sure we can flip that and show maybe where, I don't know, Europeans killed Muslims. I'm sure we can flip that and show where Muslims killed Europeans. I'm sure we can constantly flip it, constantly flip it from one people to another people. And I'm guaranteeing the constant that you will find within these people is that they have supremacist ideology. My way or no way. My way or the highway. I guarantee it. The problem here, folks, on this planet is supremacist ideology. So people say, oh, Sarah, but you should condemn these deaths. Listen, the loss of human life is unfortunate for every human being. Nobody wants to see it. And I don't want any human being to lose their life. But there is a bigger picture here. Big up, big bro. The shooter is a racist of extreme ideology, a supremacist and devoid of humanity. There you go. I couldn't look someone in the face pleading me. I don't believe I could. They would have had to have done something really crazy to look someone in the face while they're pleading with me and to shoot them cold-blooded. I don't know I could do that. I don't know I can do that. It would have to be a crazy set of circumstances for that to happen. That person would have had to have killed a bunch of my family members or something for me to actually just think, you know what, F it, I'm doing it, right? But that's what happened. 142 Christians killed in Kaduna State 3 weeks ago, not filmed, therefore no outrage, says Big Bro. I agree. I agree. It's like we're being trained what to be outraged by. That's what I kind of feel. I feel like we're being trained what to be outraged by. And to me, loss of life is loss of life. You know, supremacist ideology is supremacist ideology. You cannot dress up a supremacist. You cannot dress them up for me. You can't make a supremacist a divine man of God or something like that to me. I won't take it. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, I'm just not going to have it. So all the people that were saying to me today, oh, you know, Sarah, I bet you are happy that these Muslims died. Why am I going to be happy that Muslims died? I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'm not trying to kill anyone. Like, I keep telling people, like, people have a very warped view when they get emotional. A very, very, very warped view when they get emotional, you know. And, you know, emotions seem to lead conversations nowadays, and nobody wants to be factual. Has anyone read the manifesto, says Iqbal Muhammad? Yes, I have. I actually have read the manifesto. I've downloaded some of it, and I've got some of it on my phone right now. And no one, what I've noticed is everyone's talking about this guy. No one's reading the manifesto. No one is reading his 74-page manifesto. So they're all talking shit. Everyone is talking shit. Oh, he's linked to this person and he said that. And, you know, we should link that. Shut up. Read the man's manifesto. He's telling you exactly who he is. So there are people in here who've read it. There you go. So, okay. Anyone in this chat who's read the manifesto, can you link this guy to Donald Trump? Can you link him to Tommy Robinson? Can you link him to... Who can you link him to? You can't link him to these people. How are you going to link him to these people? It doesn't make sense. And the thing is, I'm not championing these people. This is what people keep trying to say. Oh, that means you're a Trump supporter. That means you're Tom Robinson supporter. No, I'm a supporter of factual information. I'm a supporter of factual information, because when you start manipulating information, this is exactly what the mainstream media does. They start manipulating information to make you think you can link two things together that aren't even linked. But people are doing it right now. He's clearly a left-wing nut job, says Small Grey Uniform. Okay, Small Grey Uniform. He's a left-wing nut job. Here we go. Like I said, you've come late. I'm going to read his manifesto, and you tell me if it's a left-wing nut job. I'm going to read from his own words. Question: are you right-wing? That's a question. Answer: depending on the definition, sure. Question: are you left-wing? Answer: depending on the definition, sure. But you just said he's a left-wing nut job. And this is what I'm talking about. No one's reading this man's manifesto. Everyone's talking. No one's reading this man's manifesto. The man's telling you exactly who he is. Can we please calm down? Can we please refocus? Can we please just chill the hell out and read exactly who this man is, please? Because people's emotions and people are being fed a lot of stuff. Jupiter says, Sarah, I think he's a white liberal who suffers from the left imposing white guilt upon him. I reading his manifesto, I never got that from him. I don't. He's a man who clearly said that the birth rates are the first page of his manifesto says this. The first page of his manifesto says this. This is the first page. It's the birth rates, it's the birth rates, it's the birth rates. If there is one thing I want you to remember from these writings, he's telling you this. If there's one thing I want you to remember from these writings, is that the birth rates must change. If we were to deport all non-Europeans from our lands tomorrow, the European would still be spiraling into decay and eventual death. Every day, we become fewer in number, we grow older, we grow weaker. In the end, we must return to replacement fertility levels or it will kill us. To maintain population of the people must achieve a birth rate that reaches replacement fertility levels in the Western world. This is roughly 2.06 births per woman. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, guys, he's telling you. Just read his manifesto. Here he goes. There's not a single Western country, not a single Western white nation that reaches these levels. Not in Europe, not in the Americas, not in Australia, not in New Zealand. White people are failing to reproduce, failing to create families, failing to have children. But despite this sub-replacement fertility rate, the population in the West is increasing and rapidly. How is this possible? Mass immigration and the higher fertility rates of the immigrants themselves are causing this increase in population. We are experiencing an invasion on a level never seen before in history. Millions of people pouring across the borders, legally, illegally, invited to the state and corporate entities to replace the white people who have failed to reproduce, failed to create cheap labor, new consumers, and tax base that the corporates and states need to thrive. This crisis of mass immigration and sub-replacement fertility is an assault on the European people that, if not combated, will ultimately result in the complete racial and cultural replacement of European people. To see this in full effect, you will only have to look to the populist statistics in Western nations by the year 2100. Please, I don't want to hear no more nonsense. If I'm not speaking to you if you haven't read this guy's manifesto. I'm not speaking to you about this guy if you haven't read exactly what he's telling you that he's saying. Everyone's talking about this guy and no one's read this guy's manifesto. I can't understand it. I don't understand. It's a pointless conversation. You're talking about speculation. You're speculating about this. You're speculating about that. You're speculating about who he was linked with. You're speculating about everything. Read the guy's manifesto. This is why. This is why I sit down to talk with people face to face. This is why, because I want to hear it straight out of your mouth. I don't want to hear what other people said about you. I don't want to hear what other people said about you. I don't want to hear what the news said about you. I don't want to hear what the paper said about you. I want to sit in your face and ask you the question myself, because people talk shit all day long. Shit is said about people all day long. I want to sit in your face and hear it from the horse's mouth. And it's best that I can do that so then I can come up with a conclusion as to who you actually are and what you're actually about. You could be lying to me. That's fine. But I could still come away thinking, I don't really know about that person. I don't really know. I felt they were lying. But at least be able to sit down in front of somebody and hear it from the horse's mouth. Everyone is talking shit and they haven't even read this guy's manifesto. Everyone is talking shit and they haven't read the guy's manifesto. Not one channel that I'm listening to today is quoting the manifesto. Not one. They're talking about a whole load of shit. Oh, trust me, they're talking about a whole load of other stuff, but they're not quoting the manifesto. They're not quoting this guy's words. They're not trying to understand this guy and why he done it. It's ridiculous to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Francis Ralston would have dissected this guy reading the manifesto. There's Jerome Lockhart. Listen, Jerome Lockhart, I'll tell you this. Francis Cross Ralston predicted this type of behavior a very long time ago. Very, very, very long time ago. Okay? The man telling you he doesn't like the birth rate. Simple. He's saying white people have babies. That's what he's saying. On the bottom line, he's saying, listen, white people, we need to have more babies. Okay? We're not having enough. Other people are reproducing faster than us, and they're basically breeding us out of existence. Have more babies. That's what he's saying. It's not that deep. It's not hard to understand. That's what he's saying. Simple. All this other stuff that you guys are coming up with and talking about, that's basically on you. That's basically your own. I don't know. It's basically your own. I don't know. It's your own stuff. The guy's telling you exactly why he's doing it. And this is, like I said, this is what I'm talking about. Going back to supremacy. He's in New Zealand. New Zealand was indigenously the Tasmanians' land. So a supremacist ideology got to those shores and erased the actual indigenous. The problem we have on this globe, people, the problem that we have on this globe is supremacy. This is it. It's supremacy in any way, shape, or form by any different people. Everybody wants to enact their own version of supremacy. We have to ask ourselves why. Now, me, I don't want to push, commit genocide upon, enslave, kill, maim any group of people. I don't want to. I've told people about my politics. This is unfortunately the argument. Like, oh, but you say you're a nationalist. Yes, I do. You retract it. Oh, you don't say you're a nationalist. Yeah, I am. I want black people to win. I want black people to win while killing other people, though. I don't want them to win while maiming other people. I don't want them to go and erase people's whole genealogy. No, I don't want that. Others may want that. I don't know who they are, but I don't want that. Supremacist ideology breeds resistance. True. Supremacy equals inferiority. Right, here we go. Fantastic. That is a fantastic lead-in, MM. When you say you're a supremacist, is the reason for your supremacy to do with inferiority? Because this man, insecurity. Let's say insecurity. Is the reason for the supremacy insecurity? Because this man's clearly insecure about the genetics of white people. He's insecure about the genetics of white people. He's saying we don't reproduce enough. These people are reproducing more than us. So is supremacy born out of insecurity? That's the question. That is the question. Is supremacy born out of insecurity? Now that'll get your thinking cap going. People will be slaves in the Quran, mosque, Islam, no drugs, no culture, no fashion. They'll have full control of them. It's born out of fear, says Timothy Lewis. But then fear would be part of insecurity, I'm guessing. He should be executed so it don't happen again. Carla knows about this. Most people who believe they are superior are real defensive. Or real insecure. I believe they must be insecure. Now, let me say something that might sound a little controversial. Actually, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll leave it for another time. People are too emotional right there. All right, PL, peace out. Does another supremacy give way to the supremacy of others because of fear of being changed? How come you're ignoring the Candace part of the manifesto, Sarah? Like I said, I screenshotted a lot. It's 74 pages. If I've missed something, I am fine with being reminded what that is. I don't mind. Remind me what that bit is, please. It's 74 pages. When white populations fall below a certain level, third world aid will vanish. He said Candace Owens is his idol. Okay. I like Candace Owens. I think a lot of what Candace Owens says makes sense. But if I start killing people, you can't go and blame Candace Owens. I'm just saying, like, you can't go and blame Candice. She's just a woman doing her own thing. Like, I think Candace Owens is quite intellectually brilliant, if I'm totally honest with you. I think a lot of the stuff that she says is on point. He was trolling. And same so the guy was a leftist trying to start a civil war. Nah, I don't believe so. He was a leftist. Oh yes, he named PewDiePie also. He said, what did he say? Subscribe to PewDiePie or something like that. You can't blame PewDiePie, bro. Like, come on. This guy lets you know. If you read the manifesto, this guy tells you from the year April 2017 to, he'll tell you when he started galvanizing his own ideas. He'll tell you. He's not saying, oh yeah, and then PewDiePie said this, right? And then I thought, yeah, PewDiePie, I'm going to do that. And then Candace Owens said this, right? And I'll be like, yeah, Candace Owens, I'm going to do this. Then I had a conversation with Candace Owens and she said, yeah, go ahead, do it. I don't know. He was trailing. Roland, do you think he said what he said about her to destroy her because she's not white and on the right? I don't know. Anything's possible nowadays. Anything's possible nowadays, folks. Right, what's the time? 34 minutes. I might do 45 minutes. Give another 10 minutes. I'm gonna go. Bro. Don't fall for this prick's civil war. Okay. Okay. So I'm just reading you guys comments. He said she made him do it. Okay, well. Why do you think anyone who questions Islamic scriptures is slandered? Why do you think Islamophobia isn't called Muslimphobia? They don't want us to talk about Islam. I don't believe in Islamophobia. I don't believe it makes sense, personally. Kim Rick Unit It, what a name. No, I don't. When people talk about Islamophobia to me, I'm like, I don't know what that is. Doesn't make sense. You're not making sense to me. You need to come with another phrase. You need to say something else, because when you break down the word Islam, we know what Islam is. It's the religion of, the Muslims, Muhammad, etc., etc. A phobia is a irrational fear of something. That is what a phobia is. And I always contend that to be rationally. I just spoke about supremacy, right? So, is it rational or irrational to be fearful of a supremacist? You saw what supremacy done, right? We saw it live. He live streamed it. We see what supremacy done. Islam, a phobia. To be fearful, to have an irrational fear of Islam. But I just read from the Quran that Muslims think that they're better than other people, than the rest of the whole world. That's supremacist. I'd say it was pretty rational to be fearful of a supremacist ideology. Pretty rational. So I don't think it's irrational to be fearful of a supremacist ideology. I think it's pretty rational to be scared of a supremacist ideology, because we've seen what supremacist ideologies do. And if you rewind, I've showed you Hitler, King Leopold of Belgium. We can go through them. Supremacist ideologies always lead to genocide, slavery, oppression, suppression, all that stuff. So I don't think Islamophobia actually makes sense. That's just my personal view. I've got an irrational fear of being nicked for hate speech. It's KNN84, me too. Hashtag the Black Opinion, folks. Tune into the show, go and rewatch the show, go and share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Go and watch the Black Opinion. Go and watch Big Bro's breakdown of Brexit. He breaks it down so nicely. So nicely. Away A's in the building. Go and watch What Does It Mean to Be Black? Go and watch Donald Trump, our breakdown of Donald Trump. And so, we got some more stuff coming. The Black Opinion is a new show. Scientific Method, how you doing? The Black Opinion is a new show. And on there, we are going to go into different topics. We are going to go into many different topics, and we are going to break them down. People have been saying that they want the show to be longer. So we're probably going to make the show like an hour now and go in quite deep. So, go ahead and share the Black Opinion. Don't worry if you're white or Chinese or, Muslim, or the Black Opinion is for everyone. It's just 3 Black guys with an opinion on stuff, So, the Black Opinion. One of the best shows on YouTube, to be honest, says KNM84. Thank you very much, bro. Why do you look happy about the New Zealand attack? What? Is that your emotion coming out? Have you just tuned in? You must have just tuned in. Sound could be better just saying, yeah, well, Iqbal Muhammad, if you saw at the beginning of the actual thing, it said we had sound issue. We actually had sound issues. So that's why. It won't be like that next time. Don't worry. Just had sound issues, that's all. I saw your video. You had a big smile on your face. Are you all right, mate? Are you a troll? Are you a troll? Are you all right? I love your opinions on what you talk about. Brilliant show, Sarah. The only one who's been real. Thank you very much. Muslims in places where they have power. Takia watches in the building. They kill you over blasphemy in the West. They like the power. They cry foul for Islamophobia. Like I say, I'm not about to be plastered and smeared with the Islamophobia name. Because, like I said, I've got 1,400 years of Islam showing its disdain for Black people. So I'm not about to let an ideology that's showed its disdain for Black people consistently create a word for me as a Black person that I'm now, I'm not allowed to say stuff about it. No. That's not going to work, mate. Not on my watch anyway, not on my watch. So it is what it is. People really like to pay attention to information to the dark vision. Jay Boogie, what's good, bro? Few sheep short on paddock there. Islam means peace, bro. Stop lying. Okay. I don't know about that. If it means peace, if it does mean peace, or it doesn't, it means submission. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. It means submission. But you can create your false your false narrative somewhere else, my friend. You can create that false narrative somewhere else. You're not talking to someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. So yeah, see you later, mate. Islam means peace through terror. True indeed. This whole situation has become finger pointing circus. People just making their agenda bait. Say in my head, the J Boogie. Yeah, it has become a finger pointing circus, and the reason why it has become a finger pointing circus is because, like I said before, go back, read the man's manifesto. Forget people talking nonsense, bro. Just go and read the man's manifesto and see what's going on. Like, you can't blame anyone but the guy. Do you know what I mean? Never subscribe. I hope you're all subscribed, actually. Subscribe to the channel. Like, we've got more content coming. This year should be good, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We're planning some good things this year with the channel. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe. Right, I got 2 minutes, fam. Any one more thing you guys want to ask before I listen? Listen, tonight I'm gonna go and watch Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia boxing. It's gonna be a fantastic match. I'm backing Errol Spence. I do think you're great, though. It's a small, great uniform. Thank you. Thank you. The root cause of supremacy ideally appears to be religion and politics, says Jerome Lockhart. Okay. No one is bigging up this asshole. Just facts. Okay. Would you support the death penalty for a New Zealand terrorist? Do you know what? With such a blatant display of evil, I probably would. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would. Because he filmed himself doing it. So the evidence is actually there of him doing it. So yeah, I probably would. Are you going back to Speaker's Corner? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm done with Speaker's Corner, man. It makes me happy to hear black folks showing balanced opinions. I really feel particularly everyone. Yeah, well, you got to be balanced. You got to be more objective. Um, I feel like a lot of the rhetoric, which is the reason for the black opinion, a lot of the stuff that was coming out of certain black people's mouths was just, you know, crying and emotionalism and victimhood and all kind of other nonsense. And myself, Big Bro, and Marcus were like, we can't allow that to be the only narrative pushed for the black community. We can't allow that. So we've now got to create a platform where you can get at least an alternative view that is not steeped in victimhood, is not steeped in crying, complaining, bitching, and like, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hence the black opinion, you know. What channel was the boxing on? It's on ITV4. Loved your visit, Speaker's Corner. They were very informative, says Nicola White. Thank you very much. Are you born and bred in the UK, says Hilda World? I am indeed. Yeah, his presence is needed at the corner. No, my presence ain't needed at the corner, mate. You need a police presence at the corner. You don't need my presence, mate. The corner's become a bloody circus. You just need, I don't know, someone to tame the clowns. I don't know. Do you think, Sarah, what the white race is reducing? Do you think, Sarah, that the white race, but it is reducing. Like on a statistical level, the white race is actually reducing globally. It is. So he was pissed off about that, but it is factually, it is actually reducing. What do you say about Malcolm X? Malcolm X was born in an era where you have to look at this contextually. Malcolm X was born in an era where, black people were still being lynched, hung from trees just for being black. Malcolm X, I guess, needed a vehicle to galvanize black people against that kind of oppression and suppression. So, hence he joined the Nation of Islam. Do I co-sign the Nation of Islam teachings? No, clearly not. But I understand contextually why Malcolm X existed. So, well done, Sarah. Respect for putting. What was that? So let me scroll back up. Victims of identity politics, separatism. Worship religion. My parents are Jamaican. So will it be Islamic supremacy versus white supremacy? I don't know, Thorsey. Maybe. Speaker's Corner looks like a market for idiots, says Jupiter. I agree. I agree. Are you a fan of Larry Elder, and have you watched any of his talk? I don't know Larry Elder. Context is everything. Yeah, context is everything, I believe. So if context is everything, go and read the bloody man's manifesto. Go read his manifesto, please, before having any more conversations with people. I beg of you. What other topics will you be doing in the black opinion? You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Have you seen Yeah, I've seen the series Roots about. I've seen the original Roots. I've got it on DVD. Fight starts at 1 a.m. says Paul Martins. It does. It does start at 1 a.m. What are we going into? 49 minutes. Should we do an hour? Should we do an hour? I don't know. Larry Elder equals coon, says David McClawsland. That word coon is thrown about so much, which is why we did the episode. What does it mean to be black? Because people throw out these insults on black people like so quickly. Is he a coon because he doesn't fit your version of blackness? Why is he a coon? Kunta Kinte was a Muslim. You're a decent, you're a proper decent bloke, Sarah. I love your videos, mate. People talk straight and not afraid to tell the truth. Have my respect. Thank you, Andy G. Actually led to his shooting. Juba, he did say a few things that led to his shooting. But I agree. So we can put those things into context and say he done his shooting for a various amount of reasons, and we have to keep it to those reasons. And to speculate outside of those reasons is only speculation. You know what I mean? You need to watch Larry Elder, genius black man from the US. He's one of the greatest spokesmen for freedom. One of my heroes. Okay. White people are calling black people coons. It's interesting. But we said this on the show. White people are calling black, but white people are saying to not even just white people, other people had said, "Oh, you ain't black." I think that's what one guy at Speaker's Corner said to Callum. "You ain't black." I'm like, "Bruv, you're an Arab. how you took? How you gonna tell another black man that he ain't black and you're an Arab, bruv? Like, don't take the piss." I would never. I said I would never in my life dream of telling an Arab, "You ain't Arab," or dream of telling a white man, "You ain't white," or a Chinese man, "You ain't Chinese." I just want to put myself in that position. I just want to do it. I'm like, who am I to tell another person of that race that they're not actually that race? Like, but people will say it to black people, like it's you ain't black. Like, who the fuck are you? Tell me that I was get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, seriously, stay in your fucking lane. Okay, stay in your lane. Um, do you think we will see mass murder by Muslims in Europe after what happened? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see that. Like I said, loss of life is loss of life, man. It's crazy. Um, I'm on the right and wouldn't use the terms like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Like certain brothers have enabled Asian Arabs to define blackness. It's a piss take to J Book. It's true. We've seen it. We've seen it. Black people have given a lot of black people, not myself, but a lot of other black people have given Arabs and Pakistanis and other Muslims the license to tell other black people who's black and who ain't. I'm like, bro, you're Asian blood, you're Pakistani. Why are you talking to me about blackness? Like you would know. I wouldn't talk to you about Pakistani-ness, whatever the hell that is. I wouldn't know. You don't know what it is to be black, bro. Stay in your fucking lane. Do you understand? You're Arab, bro. Stay in your lane. I wouldn't tell white people that they ain't white. They're white. They know what it is to be white. What the fuck? They don't tell me what it is to be black. They don't know. Stay in your fucking lane, bro. You know? But, it's crazy the world we live in. Big Bro banned from Twitter. Yeah, Big Bro's been banned from Twitter for at least a year now, I think. Maybe 9 months. Big Bro's got banned from Twitter. I mean, I've been suspended a couple of times, but I got back in. I got back in, so I'm still on Twitter. And also, yeah, Twitter is the Black Opinion on Twitter. Sarah Garvey on Twitter. Instagram, Sarah Garvey, Instagram, the Black Opinion. Facebook, Sarah Garvey. Follow, like, subscribe, all that shit. What did Big Bro say to get banned? Silver Legion, man. He was going in, man. There were multiple things. Sophia Film says Raspect is a fool. I agree. I think he's got horse DNA in him somewhere as well. Donkey DNA or something. I don't know. Maybe his ancestors had relations with a donkey or something. I don't know. So did you read the part about him quoting Nelson Mandela? Yes, I did. Do Twitter know about your opinions on Islam? I guess they do. I guess they're monitoring me. Do you know what I mean? I guess they're monitoring me. Anyone else in the pipeline for the Black Opinion? You just have to wait and see. You just have to wait and see. As I say, why are you dehumanizing Respect? Bro, go ask him, man. Go ask him. He and his mum used to call Stallion. Treat people like they treat me. There you go. I treat people like they treat me. If anyone asks, Sarah, why are you doing that? Why are you saying that about someone? I will say to you, go and ask that person why. Because I treat everyone just cool, calm, and collected. But if you send for me, if you come for my neck, I ain't just gonna chill out. I might chill for a while and watch it go down, but trust me, you're gonna hear my mouth after a while because you can't just like I'm just cool with everyone. Like if you don't like me, that's fine, but don't come for me, bro. I didn't send for you, so don't come for me. Like only come when I send for you. If you're gonna come for me, then I might just clap back, how it goes. Um, Heal the World says your forefathers were Muslim from Africa. My forefathers were Africans from Africa. We can't find Muslim in their DNA, bro. That's what people always do. I hate that argument. Oh, but your ancestors are probably Muslim. So, my ancestors were probably Christian. So, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean shit. What does that's not in your DNA, bro. Like my religion could change tomorrow. I've seen a Muslim become a Christian, and then I've seen a Christian become a Muslim. What does it mean? Can my DNA change? No. So my ancestors were African, not Muslim. They were African, bro. And that shit can change. And that shit can't change. You can't change your genetics, not yet. Anyway, the way the world's going, they're probably gonna do some new scientific method that can change your DNA. But currently, you cannot change your genetics. So it doesn't matter what religion my ancestors were. They were African. Simple. Um, do you believe in Adam and Eve? No, I don't believe in Adam and Eve. It's one of the silliest stories I've ever heard in my life, if I'm totally honest. Um, I want to see positive stories on the Black opinion. You will, bro. You will, bro. Sarah in the film The Green Book, the driver said to the black guy, is more black than him. Do you think he was right? I don't know. Don't know. Muslim DNA. How do you connect to your ancestors? Meditate. Do you think humans evolved from monkeys? No. The common science is that they've evolved from a common ancestor. I really want people to get that straight. Not a monkey, common ancestor. There's a real big difference in there. I know it might go over people's heads, but the science says common ancestor. Just saying. Um, are you a practicing Christian? No, I'm not a practicing Christian. Oh, mate, come on. How old are you, Heal the World? Very weird questions you're asking, man. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Jew. I'm an alien. That's what I am. I'm an illegal alien. There you go. Sarah, do you think the white race is the alien? No. No, I'm not an atheist. I'm a pantheist here, the world. I'm a pantheist. Don't ask me what that is. Just go and research it, please. Um, so who created the common ancestor? Who created the common ancestor? That's where we're going. There's a who. I don't know. There is a who that created a common ancestor. That's what you just said. What team you support? Liverpool. Liverpool's my team, bro. So I do believe in Santa Claus. Listen, bro, Santa Claus is more believable than some of this religious bullshit I hear. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, uh, witness, would you find? You and Big Bro articulate, intelligent, sound blacks almost prepared to kick back like white kids, afraid of being called geeks for being intelligent. I know. Bit of a shame, really. Where'd the common ancestor come from? Energy, bro. It's just energy. I don't know how it happened, but it's just energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You think the universe created itself? No, the universe has always been in existence in one way, shape, or form. Mm, being a Jedi makes much more sense than some of these religions. It's true. I believe so. We're just chilling out now, guys. Yes, I have children. I'm not married yet. Did God create us? First of all, which God? There's so many to choose from. So I can't say, yeah, God did. There's too many gods. Who is it? Zeus? Poseidon? Who? Which one? They're not gonna get it. It's all right. Melanated Goddess in the building. How you doing? Time created us. Oh, that's nice, Iqbal. Muhammad. Time created us. God damn. Time is the key. But does time have to be observed for it to be a thing? That's when your brain starts to go, oh, what do you mean? Does time have to be observed? Like, what is time if no one's observing time? Big up. Good morning, home from Australian Grand Prix. Oh, nice. Well, Lewis got pole, so that's all good. You stoner, bro. Me? No, I don't smoke, so I'm all right. If you don't believe in God, that means you are happy to be cremated. Yeah. Why not? Time 360. But you see, time though. This is why I think about time. Sorry, because someone said about time. I'm gonna go off into a tangent right now, because I can. Time. Is this happening in the present? Are you looking at me in the present right now, or in the past? Because the statement that I just said 10 seconds ago is in the past. However, you're looking at me right now in the future and processing it. And then another 5 seconds have just gone by, which would be the past, but it's actually the present. Right? Time is a crazy thing when you break it down. So you've been watching this live stream, and on my computer screen it says 1 hour and 2 minutes. So have you been watching the past or the present? I don't know. With all due respect, were your parents practicing Christians? Yeah, they were actually. Yeah, they were. Past, gravity, both. So we're in the past. So we're in the past and the present, folks. So if I rewatch a video, can I travel back in time? There you go. That's the question now. The NRIB. Did you just travel back in time by re-clicking this video? Mind blown. Ultra Funky's in the building. Watching the now. The arrow of time is inescapable aspect of reality. It moves only forwards at the rate of 1 second per second every second. I'm everywhere, says Ultra Funky. Yeah, you God. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Hope you guys have a good evening. It is a Saturday night. Some of you should probably be out, shaking a leg or chilling out with friends, something like that. But I'm gonna go and chill and wait for this boxing match to happen. I'll probably go and watch Netflix and chill by my damn self. But yeah, hope you guys have a good evening, man. And remember what I said at the beginning of this video before I started talking all this stuff. Yeah, fam. Peace, family. Peace.